A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl. Last year.
For the ball carrier. He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Newton. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, watch the slant.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to
On 1st and 10, Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Newton now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
We got double up, double up.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Newton takes it himself, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Ready? Who ready? Man, I got you. Flip. Go. 59's mark. Check. 59. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
The first down throw for Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Pass from Winston into the hands of Brait. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Wait. 57. Mike, 50. We on it.
Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the run, Darkwa. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's make these babies. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 59, right? Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Winston now from the 50. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Darkwa. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Undercrunch. Hey, fall.
Now Darkwa. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check, 59. Watch the run. Check 59, Mike is 59.
Winston. High throw, but he makes the catch. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Winston sneaking it, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Ready.
Here's Darkwa. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Orleans Darkwa. His first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Buccaneers 13, Panthers nothing. Bradley Pinion set to
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On the ground, McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second and 2, Newton, he's going to look deep from, that's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Got you, boy.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down, Buccaneers.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
47. Check, 47.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Check.
At the Panthers' 14-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Orleans Darkwa with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Buccaneers 20, Panthers 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw again. Newton. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart.
You see it all day. Pick.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing. Read from the team. You ain't doing nothing today. Check 59. Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Following the interception, Winston. That's caught out left by Perriman. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Flip it. You got me.
Here's Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. This is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Throwing, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Rip left, rip left.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check cross, check cross. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 54 is Mike. That's it. 54. Watch 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, let's go. Let's get the hut.
Winston. He's got Evans. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
First down, Tampa Bay.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Wait. Green, come with me. Check 37. Check 37. Check. Green, come with me.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready. Black 45 behind. It's 59. Mike to 59. You must. Green, come with me. Mike's 59.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Winston over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Ready. White 25.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mike. check. 59, 59.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Winston steps away to his left, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Check 3, check 3. Easy. Green, come and see.
Throwing again on second down. Winston, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown of the night as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Army. 45's the mic. 45. Check. 45's the mic. Check. 45's the mic. 8.
Now Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
45. Great. You're not ready.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 26, Panthers 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
It's going to be a long day. 49.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Keep playing hard, fellas. Woo! Let's get it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Slam. Green, triple team. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54.
To throw, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground. This time Barber. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Check 52. Easy. Flip it. Short. Right there. 54. Right there.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got room. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for two to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. All day, dog. 47. Mike 47. Wait.
Winston to throw it this time. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Ready? Check, 47. All right. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. March 47. March 47. 47. 47 is the mic.
Winston to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Now Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
ready. Move ready. March 5-4. Nice. Screen, triple team. Right there. 54. 54 Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, watch that.
They'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Ready. Back to the back. Behind. Rip right. Flip. 5-9. Watch the run. They're running it. Follow. Check. 59.
He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Eli Harrell in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity.